Some disturbing news about Hillary Clinton's time at the State Department. Some new information coming out from a Freedom of Information Act lawsuit the Judicial Watch asked for. Judicial Watch is a conservative group. I don't agree with them on any policy at all. But what they are uncovering is actual emails sent by Clinton's team. It is not their opinion. It's not their policy position. These are emails, and we can see them with our own eyes. So there's a couple of email exchanges that are problematic. One in particular is on April 2009. And the subject line is a favor. So somebody's asking for a favor. Well, who is it? It's longtime Clinton associate Doug Band who's asking for the favor, and he's connected to the Clinton Foundation. And he's reaching out to Abedin and Cheryl Mills. The way I read the emails, it is not clear, and the news articles related to them, it's not clear that Doug Band was at the Clinton Foundation at the time. But he is a longtime confidant of the Clintons and was connected to the foundation in the past. So what does it say in the text of the emails? Well, they've redacted the name here, but they say that it's important to take care of, and then they redact the name. So there's somebody that they've got to take care of. So, look, some of you might look at this and go, yeah, I get it, it's politics. So there's a whole bunch of people you got to take care of. You become the Secretary of State, you go get them all jobs. I understand. At the same time, if some of those people gave money to the Clinton Foundation, and now that's why you're taking care of them and putting them in the State Department into important jobs, that's really problematic. So now this email does not prove it conclusively because we don't know who the person was that they were trying to do a favor for. At this point, it is not entirely clear Doug Band's relationship at the time with the Clinton Foundation or why they wanted to do this favor. But should they look more into it? Yes. Should they ask Hillary Clinton about it? Absolutely, because this requires decent answers. Did they look into returning the favor and actually doing this? Well, the email back from Huma Abedin, who is the top aide for Hillary Clinton, says, "We have all had him on our radar. Personnel has been sending him options." So whoever it was that they wanted the favor for, it appears that they got that favor because he gets the options on what he wants to pick. Must be nice. Now, more disturbing emails. In a separate exchange a few days later, Band emails Abedin and Mills again, this time urgently requesting help putting Gilbert Chaguri in contact with State Department's, quote, substance person on Lebanon. Abedin replies a few hours later, promising to speak with the substance person about the request. Band then responds again, informing Abedin that she should contact the person now, writing, quote, "This is very important." Now, this is not, hey, I gave you an ambassadorship to the Bahamas, have fun, you get to call yourself an ambassador for the rest of your life and hang out in the Bahamas, and you gave me a lot of money in my campaign, and that's the way it goes. That happens. I hate that that happens, but it happens. And it's not as egregious as, no, I need to contact the person who is handling substance on Lebanon because I'm going to give input into that substance. Okay, well, who is this guy? Who's Gilbert Chaguri? Well, that's the problematic part. It is unclear, Law News explains, it is unclear from the emails exactly why Chaguri needed to speak with anyone at the State Department, although, according to records obtained by Judicial Watch, Chaguri is reportedly a very wealthy Nigerian Lebanese businessman and friend of former President Bill Clinton. He is a mega donor who, according to Wall Street Journal, pledged between $1 million and $5 million to the Clinton Foundation. ABC News reported that he made another $1 billion pledge to the Clinton Global Initiative. Well, now we're on to some serious problems. We're going to have to find out more. These are not the end-all, be-all, and it is the beginning of a problem. It's not the end. We don't know the whole story. But if you've got a guy who's giving a ton of money to the Clinton Foundation, and then Hillary Clinton goes and becomes Secretary of State, and then people from connected to the Clinton Foundation say, this is very important, you better have this guy talk to the substance person at the State Department regarding Lebanon, and do it right now, and they get a response, that's bad news. That is not how we're supposed to be running our government. Now, if you thought that was bad, wait till you find out Chaguri's background. According to a 2010 PBS Frontline World investigation, Uygur also has somewhat of a checkered past. He was previously convicted in a money laundering scheme that allegedly helped a former Nigerian dictator stash stolen money in various bank accounts in Switzerland, Liechtenstein, and elsewhere. However, his conviction was expunged in 2000 after he agreed to a plea deal that required him to return approximately $66 million to the Nigerian government. So let me tell you a story about how these things work generally, because I just told you all I know about this guy. Now, in general, though, there are a lot of bad actors in the world who would like to clean up their reputation. Now, they take money, sometimes from ill-gotten gains, and they'll take a small portion of that and give it to global leaders for their campaigns, their charities, for speaking engagements, and then they'll take pictures with them. And then they'll put it up in their office. And people go, well, no, this guy's got a picture with this global leader. Obviously, he must be a decent guy. And that's how the money gets cycled around. And in a worst case scenario, he goes on to do another bad act using the trust that he built up with having all those pictures on his wall. So in this case, I don't know what he's up to. I hope that there is significant investigation into this to find out what he wanted from the substance person in Lebanon. And I hope nothing untoward happened. But already the fact that he has that kind of influence by simply giving money to the Clinton Foundation is a terrible set of events. Look, people watching this video that are partisan will look at it and go, oh, how dare you do this to Hillary Clinton in the middle of an election? What do you want Donald Trump to win and he's a monster and are you supporting him? No. My job is to cover the news. This is definitely news. I didn't do this. It appears Clinton's team did this. So if you've got more questions, great, direct them to the Clinton team. While you're at it, remember the letter that Hillary Clinton signed when she went to the State Department. She said, for the duration of my appointment as secretary, if I am confirmed, I will not participate personally and substantially in any particular matter involving specific parties in which the William J. Clinton Foundation or the Clinton Global Initiative is a party or represents a party. Now, maybe she's got some wiggle room there and say, oh, no, Bannon wasn't with the Clinton Foundation at the time. Uygur wasn't a party to the Clinton Global Initiative yet or at that time. Okay, I'll let her answer those questions. But they are real questions, and they should be answered. Because the idea that you give money to the Clinton Foundation and then you get to influence our policy in the State Department is a very bad idea. Let's hope it didn't happen, but right now it certainly merits far more investigation. Here's what won't happen to you if you're a TYT member.
They're kicking me out the door. They're kicking me out the door.
Well, we're not going to kick you out the door. We welcome you. Be part of independent media. Be the Young Turks. TYTnetwork.com/join.